All right, so we're in Park Heights, West Baltimore. Talk about this
Yes.
neighborhood real quick.
Park Heights. It's funny. Park Heights is a bit of a delineation between the east and West Baltimore, and along this corridor, you had that gentrification that happened in the '70s, where the Jewish people gave up a bunch of the property or the occupancy of the property. They gave it over to the more affluent blacks, and then eventually the more affluent blacks moved on to different areas, and now it is only about 50% occupied. About every other building is boarded up, literally. And this has been the seat of poverty and crime in West Baltimore for, I don't know, 20 years at least.
So this would several celebrities, including Bill Cosby and Oprah, recently in the last few years have visited the Park Heights area,
Right.
and would definitely describe this area as sick and in need of
Yeah, it's dead. It's
a
dead.
prescription.
Yeah, it's dead. It's dying.
And so this project is called Feed the People. What do the people in an area like Park Heights need, according to Changa?
Well, it's the disintegration is so nearly complete at this point. They say that the family is the smallest unit of a nation, and at this point, family services, family support is this is ground zero, at least on the East Coast. This zip code 21217. Ground zero. It's the highest AIDS rate, the highest dropout rate, the highest incarceration rates in the entire Mid-Atlantic region right here. And so we need family support. And that starts with a certain education and a certain ethic. Now, how you instill ethics and install ethics in a population without that same paternalistic model that is been used over and over to indoctrinate us into this American consumerism. That's the part I'm at a loss for, but I know we need it.
So, on a practical level, we theorize and philosophize, and it doesn't seem to always reach the people who need it in a way that they could practically use it.
Exactly.
You mentioned the family, and that being the smallest part of the nation, and that's the beginning point. It all starts in the family. Describe your family and your structure, and and then what are some of the practical things? What are the things you do to instill in your family, in your children, things that will prevent them from falling in the same traps?
Well, in the ghetto, you grow up wanting to be a winner, and America teaches you to be a winner at all costs, which means whatever you have to do to whoever you have to do it. And so I want to be a winner. I want my kids to be winners, but not at all costs. And so I teach them that what is a win? A win, just because you win doesn't mean that the next person has to lose. So I teach them about mutual winning, which means that if I set a goal for myself, as long as I'm getting closer to that goal every time I get an iteration, then I'm good, and I'm winning. And so if you can instill that in them, then that means that you don't have to compete against the next guy. So that's one of the big things that I do when I talk to them. And then how it comes out in the day-to-day is, you have to have them set goals for themselves, set personal goals. And when you're setting personal goals, and then you're achieving those goals, you're not worried about what the next person is doing. So we have a schedule at the house, and the five of them have to meet the schedule as a team. Like, you know, if you meet the schedule for the day, you get some type of reward. You know, even if it's, you know, Pop-Tarts for breakfast, I don't know, whatever it is that they feel is valuable to them. Because, you know, kids, sometimes you never know what the valuable thing is for them. You have to ask them.
And do they work collectively?
Yeah, but not by themselves. They won't just up and work collectively unless you have shown them the team ethos. You know, the team ethos, which means you have to demonstrate it. And you have to show them what is the reward of working alone versus working as a team. You know, because it's a lot of stress having to work with a team and trying to confine yourself to working in a team. It's stress. And, you know, we want to do what is the easiest thing to do.
How many kids do you have?
I have 6. I got a daughter in college, son in high school, and 4 in primary school.
4 sons. 5 sons altogether.
5 sons.
You truly have a nation to build.
Yeah, well, you know, as they say.